Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marianne. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm sorry I'm trying to whisper because I don't want my son to try to take the phone while I'm trying to video record. I want to do a pros and cons list of DoorDash, Favorite Runner, Instacart, and Uber Eats. As you can see, Uber Eats is no longer on here. The a great thing about Uber Eats was that you're able to pick whether you wanted to do a pickup and delivery only or to pay, pick up, and deliver. Now, what I mean by pay is like you put in their order, like it'll show you the list of what they want. Like, let's say they went to Whataburger, they want a number 5 with fries, drink a certain way. They will put that on there, so you will go and order that for them, pay with the Uber Eats card, and then take it to them. So like I said, there was two different options, or you could just pick up like McDonald's, like how they have it already made. So you just pick up the order and then you're out. Now, the thing that I hated the most was like you had to constantly take a picture of your face. Now, like me, time is money because doing these is my job. Besides donating plasma, but this is the income that I have coming in every week. And so the fact that I had to keep stopping every time to take a picture irritated me, so that's why it's no longer on here. Okay, so moving on to Instacart. Yes, I've heard that Instacart kind of went down a little bit on their pricing that they pay the deliverers. um it took me literally months to finally get accepted, because I was on a waiting list for like a long time. So now that I'm on, now that I'm off of it, I will say the good thing is that you can go shop for the items, and sometimes it's a few items, so it's not too big of a deal. But when it's like a $7 delivery and you have to go shop for like 40 items, 50 items, I think it's very unfair. And the reason being is because you're taking time to go and pick each of these items. You have to scan the barcodes, make sure it's the right items. If not, you have to do substitution, or you have to wait for the customer to message you on whether they want a substitution or not. So it does suck. And then they try to get you, so y'all be very careful because they try to get you with the big ticket items. Like there's like a $20 order, but guess what, it is two different deliveries. So if you're not comfortable doing two deliveries at one time, then don't accept it. I don't personally, I don't, because I don't want to get people stuff confused. Now, also be very careful because at one time I was looking at a distance because I was like, there's two orders. So I just checked on it. It was going to a whole nother town. The town is about, I'm going to say, about 30 minutes drive from here. So they're expecting you to not only pick up groceries for two different households, but you have to take it to do two different households, one being closer and the other one being a 30-minute drive for $20. So be very careful when you're accepting orders. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yes, you do get paid. You can do an instant pay. It does charge you, I think, like $1 or something. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But remember, the tips do take a little bit longer to be available to do a deposit, if that makes any sense. So let's say like you did a $8 order, right? But when you go to deposit it, it said you can only deposit $5. It's because those $2 is for the tips, and they're waiting for the customer. So that's one thing. Be very mindful of that. Now, DoorDash, you guys, DoorDash has gone down a little bit on pricing. I've been doing this for about over a year already, year and a half maybe. Yeah, about a year and a half, a little over a year and a half, and I've had some complications with it, like I'm not gonna lie. But the thing is that pay attention to your miles. Let me say that again. Pay attention to your miles. I had did one time a $6 order um at CVS. It took me 15 minutes, 60 minutes to go to their house for $5. It was not worth it. So be very careful with your miles, because you have to think about it. If it's a 15, 16-minute drive, you have to drive there, and then you have to drive another 15, 16 minutes to back to where you need to go. So be very careful with that. Also, when the promos do come, take advantage of it, because that's where you can get your extra additional. You can do instant pay. Now, it is only, well, for me, I have the DoorDash direct deposit card. So after each run that you do, so let's say like you signed up for 2 hours. After 2 hours, it automatically deposits for free onto your card. So that's something you want to think about. But here's the kicker for DoorDash. There are times it will be busiest. It's morning because people are ordering breakfast. Then you have lunch because either people or like high school kids. Yes, y'all. High school kids now do DoorDash orders. I remember back then we used to go across the street, and we walked across the street to the nearest like McDonald's, Taco Bell, whatever was nearby. But now they have, their phones, and now they're able to do DoorDash, orders. So during lunchtime is a good time. Also, about 5 o'clock and after is another good time to do your DoorDash. And the reason being is because people are getting off of work, they're tired, they don't want to cook, or they're getting off of like school, they're college kids, they don't want to cook. You make money that way. So remember, morning, lunch, and after 5 p.m. Good time to go do door dashing. You can make you good money. Remember though, keep an eye out on your miles. Now, for Favor Run, okay, you guys, this is only for Texas, and I am so sorry. It is only for Texas because they are in partnership with HEB. HEB is a grocery store here in Texas. So, with that being said, I'm sorry. Okay, but this is only for Texas, residents. Now, there's pros and there's cons like a mother heifer, okay? You have an option of picking up grocery store from HEB. It is great. The minimum you can do is $8. The highest I think I've made was a $26 trip. Okay, they're great. The college kids, because I live in a college town, they do tip really well. So that is a plus. You get paid for your deliveries, right? You can cash out at any time of the day if you were to do runs. So even while you're doing runs, you go to your earnings and do cash out. So if you need like money for gas or food, you can push a cash out now button, and you can deposit the money right then and there to your card while you're still dashing. So that's the best part about that part. Now, here's the kicker. When you go pick up items from other things, like when it says like you can make $6 to $8 on this delivery, be very careful. And let me tell you why. It can be Whataburger, McDonald's, Starbucks, Shipley Donuts, whatever. Even going to shop for the groceries inside HEB. It doesn't matter if the item's been paid, or you have to place the order and then pay it with a card. You will not get your money right away. Here's the thing. It could be anywhere between minutes to 24 hours. And I literally did wait 24 hours for my order one time for me to get paid for that order that I delivered. And the reason why is because they're waiting for the customers to tip you or to not tip you. So if you're like me and you're depending on that money to pay for whatever you have to pay for, and you're expecting to get paid, you just be very careful. Very careful, because it can take you a long time to do that, to get your money, which I think is the most dumbest crap I've ever seen. But I mean, that's what happens. So now, if you want to do it, you can. The promos suck, to be honest, because it depends on your acceptance ratings. If you have great acceptance ratings, then you can get better money from your promos. If not, then you will get like crappy money from your promos. That's the dumbest thing again I've ever seen. So just be very mindful of it. I mean, you can make quite a bit of money. Like this weekend, let me see, I did 2 hours on Friday. I did 6 hours on Saturday. Okay, guys, so I did 15 hours from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 15 hours, and I made $189.71 or 70 cents. So I made $189 in 15 hours. And the reason being is because the kids, because like I said, I homeschool them. They're here with me during the day. I really can't just go out and do runs during the week. So on Saturday and Sunday, their dad watches them, which is great for me because that means that I can actually do my runs as much as I can. So yeah, that's $189 with 15 hours, and that was only doing grocery deliveries. So that's why I say you can make your money depending on, you know, how many hours you put in. Now, I usually, and the good thing about Favor for the deliveries is that you can actually clock in and stay clocked in from like, I think the earliest, when it actually opens, let me rephrase that. It opens, the app is available to start dashing at 8 a.m. It closes like, I think, I don't know what time at night because I don't do night delivery. So, but yeah, the earliest you can sign up or sign in is 8 a.m. So, again, like I said, it depends on how much money. Now, like I said, it depends on how you think of it. Just think of it as you getting paid $10 an hour, and it'll make it a little bit more easier for you to do deliveries. So, with that being said, that's the pros and cons of all the deliveries that I do have. Now, remember, for DoorDash and Favor, I don't know about the others, but for DoorDash and Favor, they, even though they have an acceptance rate, don't worry about that. The only thing that it does with your acceptance ratings, it hinders you from getting like your orders faster onto your app, like seeing like basically first come first serve. So if you have a higher acceptance ratings, the faster you get the orders in quicker compared to others. Or like, for example, like your promos on Favor, it depends on your acceptance ratings on how high of the promos you get as far as money wise. So that's the only thing. Now, once your ratings, as far as like you delivering stuff or your completing ratings goes down, that's when it starts messing up for you, and then you will get kicked off of the app. So just remember those things. Now, if you have any comments or any tips like you would like to like leave me, especially me, and everyone else, please go ahead and leave that in the comment section. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for watching the video. Even if you stayed to the very end, thank you. And I hope my tips on the pros and cons of these apps will help you, especially if you're wanting to get into the delivery service. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment if you can, like, to help me and anyone else who do deliveries. So yeah, and also I am sorry about not posting any videos on Friday. Just real quick, if you can, just say a prayer for my mom. She is going through a something right now with her health. If you can just say a prayer that she can get better soon. She will be having to do treatment soon. We don't know how bad or severe it's going to be or for how long. So, um, uh, you know, just say a prayer for her if you can. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video here so that I can post this video for you guys, and I hope you did enjoy it.